Well, welcome to the Complete Nonsense Podcast. I want to pre-apologize for anything that we may say that may piss you off or offend you. If it does, please call in and let's talk about it. We want to hear your opinion. Our disclaimer is very simple. If you are super serious or looking for something educational, forget about it. Because it won't happen here, let's begin.
Welcome back to Complete Nonsense, episode 14.
14.
So what? I think in the other one we said 14 also, but I'll edit that out or whatever because we're gonna do two episodes today,
Yep.
and we'll have them in the thing. But we're gonna start with this one when we drop tomorrow.
Okay.
When we drop on Thursday, we're gonna put this one first, and then the one we just did, we're gonna make the second one.
Let's do it.
But when you point at that, first of all, I really would like to beer. But if you're gonna point at that. It reminds me of the day that we were with our friends, and he's like, "Hey, I'm out of here," and he pointed to us, and he left.
Hey, I'm gone, guys.
Did you see how he did that? Were you there when he did? You weren't in the
but you came
kitchen,
out
but he
and told
did. So that was like there was like kids and food and all that. And he looks at his wife and he's like, "Hey, I'm out of here." And he points outside. He does that little whoop out to the outside. And I'm like, "What's this? 1956? Oh, are you shitting me? Like, what the fuck, woman? Like, who?"
Yeah, I saw. I mean, you told me about it. But
I wrote him the whole rest of the night. Every time I was like, "Hey, guy, go back in, fix it."
we got to go over the games that night with him telling us the games, like the code word, and he kept saying the word.
Oh,
So
man.
that was funny.
Yeah, that was all right. So
We're
yeah,
gonna have him on one day, I think.
Yeah,
for sure.
but until then, we'll make fun of him. So
We're not making fun.
Yeah, well, Heidi and I make fun of him. He kind of did that all by himself.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, when somebody looks at, like, you're just playing a game, right? We're just playing a game,
Yeah.
like, and somebody looks across the table at me and says, "I'm gonna play the game the way I fucking want to play the game." I mean, that's not really a game. Then it comes kind of a fucking communist.
He didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
It's
He
his game.
100% said
it's
that.
definitely his game.
He said, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna play the way I want to play it.
Rawr.
Do you remember?
You know who you are, and you know that Stax is the only one not partaking in this.
Yeah.
Because I know that he didn't say that.
Why? Because do you see him at the Circle K every once in a while?
Yeah, I do. Now he did cheat by saying the word.
That's what we're talking about. And then I was explaining to him that you can't say the word. And then he's like, "I'm gonna play the game the way I play it." But he did it after 2 hours of playing.
I know.
I mean, let's get that straight. He did it after 2 hours. It wasn't like he started the game that way.
What
All of a
was the
sudden-
word spinal tap? And he said spinal in his clue.
Spinal. And I go, Spinal Tap. He goes, no.
He did.
Then he goes, Bill. I go, what else? Just Bill.
Yeah,
No, then he did finger gun.
yeah. That was first.
Which was not allowed either. It was one word.
It's one. So let's tell everybody the game is called Blockbuster.
It's
so if you ever
so
get
fun.
if you ever
It is
get
so
a
fun.
if you ever get a chance to get out there and get to Target, it's called Blockbuster. So there's in this game you have three things you have to do, right? It says one word, so you get a clue for a movie. It's all about movies. So it's called Blockbuster. So you get a word and it says one word. So if you get let's say you get the movie Kill Bill and you would say Uma, right? Wasn't it Uma Thurman? in it?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you say Uma. So then everybody would assume Kill Bill if they can guess.
And then
it
you
with
try
this
to
time.
guess like movies around Uma or, what movie she may be in.
Correct.
You know.
So then there's another one called Act It Out. You can't say anything. You just have to act it out. Whatever the movie title is, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, somebody stand up and they're flapping their wings like they're over. And then, you try and get them go. And now there's this another one that says Quote It. Now, I think Quote It we played a little wrong. Because
Yeah,
if we're
we
going to
do.
quote it, we really should quote the movie. But we say Stax has done multiple times. I'm
I
gonna use
do.
you.
That
You do.
I run with that one.
You do it all the
I
time.
make it up
Well,
as I
you
go.
also
You're
act
like
when you do
Oprah
it.
Winfrey, and it's not red. It's and that's not a quote.
Yellow and blue together.
Yeah, right. And then everybody's like, "The color purple," and she's like, "Oh, you're so smart." you fucking practically gave it to them. So we were playing that game with a bunch of our friends the other night,
Yeah.
and the guy on our team, we're gonna call him Max again.
Max.
He decided to play his own way. He was gonna tell us how he was playing his own way. He didn't give a shit how the game was played, but it was after an hour.
But he was on our team, so it was okay.
But it was after an hour.
Yeah, it
Like
was
all-
after
About an hour and a half. Maybe two games. And all of a sudden he was mad at us. He's like, "I'm not gonna give a fuck how you play. I'm gonna play my way." And he's like, "If you don't like it, I'm not playing."
I was like, okay.
Yeah. Because at that time, that's at that point when you turned to Cece and said, "Am I funny? Am I funny?" ridiculous. The
Good time.
yeah, it's always a good time. And that was the same as we talked about last week's episode. That was, excuse me, what we'll talk about next week's episode is that I'm still recovering from Stacks yelling at me from across the room saying, "Well, now I'm a fucking I gotta have this show, bitch. All merchandise, all comedy
didn't say
content."
that. Do we have merch?
We should make merch.
We have merch I'm not aware of?
We're if Blue Savage Tea, who's one of our fine sponsors, would ever get off their asses and just get I'll buy the T-shirts. Let's just make some shirts.
I've seen them. They did do a mock-up, and it's very nice.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You've seen it?
I have
It
not
is
seen
very
it.
nice. Thank
I
you.
didn't see it on a shirt.
No, not on a shirt.
Oh yeah.
The design.
Yeah, we're all collectively trying to figure out what the logo on the Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Right.
You know, it's a great logo. We've changed it up
It
a little
really
bit.
should be a big Stacks and a little AC
like the-
and D.
There you go.
I like the new one.
Now that we got half.
The new one looks good. The new one I showed you.
I don't like the guy with his arms up.
No. The new
Okay,
one with the
no one can
tornado.
see this stuff, so let's just move on.
Well, yeah. Oh, see, it has to be regular, normal conversations.
That's why
every
you-
It is normal conversation, but you're talking about designs that people can't actually see
Well,
until
okay,
next
so-
week, maybe.
Yeah, well, I'll tell. Oh, that's true. I'll tell him the design. So I'm holding my hands up like I won a championship Paralympics.
No, you're holding up the microphone,
holding the
aren't
The
you?
microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The
that's
other
even
one
worse.
was the one that I made with the tornado, and then we're onions are around.
Paralympics.
Yes.
Remember when we were in the movie?
So I don't even know what the fuck we're doing here.
Yeah, like,
At some point,
silly.
I mean, we just had right. You're like at some points, we just kind of look at each other. and We're like, we have headphones on. Podcast? People are listening to it. They're laughing. They're liking it.
I will tell you, a lot of people commented, giving us a lot of great feedback. They're engaging. We love you guys out there. Please throw us a topic. If you want us to talk about something, throw us something.
That's his old show.
I love it.
If he fucking slaps down what a lawyer is and a fucking
I got that one.
AC's out. Yeah, me too.
I got that one
That's
covered.
true. You got
Did you
that
see
covered.
all the comments we have?
Yeah.
We need more. We need
I know.
people engaging. That's great.
You should tell him that at the end, though, co-host. You could tell him that. At the
I
end.
just want to let you know I love you. I love you.
No children were harmed in the making.
No, that's your old.
Yeah, right. You slap down next week.
I like to slap down.
Yeah, you do. You slap down some bullshit. You can't use your old lines.
I'm a slapper.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
We came into you weren't even here today, Stacks. So Stacks doesn't know that we came into. We had meetings today, right? I had
I
meetings with
heard.
people and because we're trying to, we're making this thing move a little bit, and all of a sudden I'm sitting across the place, and all of a sudden I got like fucking rules. Like I can be here all night, but I can't sleep here. I can't make noise. I can't start a fire, right? I can't. That was like don't start a fire. And I said, hey,
Nope.
can I bring up my lady lover? And no, you're not allowed to bring the lady lovers home. And
Still figuring out the
It's
dude
just
thing.
a little awkward.
yeah, is it though? Is it though? I mean,
Well, obviously it's came up.
yeah. And you know what?
You mean it's come up?
yeah, right. It's coming up. It's
Whoa.
coming up. Yeah.
Whoa.
The best part is that the D's got himself a little card that he stuck to his phone. And
I
he's just happy.
heard.
Boy.
You would think
He just
like a-
swipes and goes, where we have to
Swipes and-
actually enter a
Guess-
code.
we do.
Guess
Mine's-
what, Stacks? I'm a gold member.
mine's
Oh.
unlike her. Well, she's at the fucking
Holiday
Wyatt.
Inn.
Yeah. Was it? Is it the
Holiday Inn.
No, I think it was
I'm
called
like,
the
gold.
Quintana.
Yeah.
The
No.
Quintana?
Qantas? What is it?
Qantas. Fuck is that?
Did you just say
Qantas Leap?
No, what's that?
Quintana.
It's not Quintana.
It is Quintana.
Quintana?
No.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's called the Quintana.
No,
I feel like,
I
I,
know
That
it's
is
Quintana.
so
I feel like I
not-
have an eye booger
Guantanamo
that is.
Bay?
I feel like I have an eye
No,
booger.
he's
that is
talking
just-
about that hotel, and
Kidding.
it's not
Oh, it's
Quintana.
Holiday
No, not Holiday Inn. He's talking about the one.
La Quinta.
I think I have
Oh,
an.
I think it is La Quinta.
I think I have an eye booger that's creating
Yeah,
himself a
you do,
space.
and it's bothering me.
I'm sorry. I'm glad I could get that in. Three. I'm glad I could get that in 3 minutes later as we're fighting about the name
It's
of the.
La Quinta.
That's I said
Deez was right.
Quintana.
You said Quintana. That is not even
That is
remotely close.
Mortal Kombat. Quintana wins.
What the fuck does he know? He doesn't know
Oh
shit.
my God.
Did anybody watch the
Your eye
debate?
boogers.
Speaking of Mortal Kombat,
Let's move on.
move
Did we? Anybody watch the debate last night?
I did. I watched part of it.
Did
yeah,
you?
I did.
Did you really watch?
I
he
did.
really
I
did
did.
because it was
Let
so
me-
loud and I was trying to read.
Stacks
And
doesn't like it.
But did you? Okay, so did you hear him? So I'm not. We all know. I don't know how this. I don't really know your guys' political affiliation. Are you
I know
Republicans or Democrats?
we're not really.
You're nothing. I'm not.
I mean,
I just think that they
I
should.
mean,
I
I'm
don't
registered,
get into
but
that.
I'm so not political.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean,
No, that's good,
we're-
'cause-
we have our own beliefs, but we,
I
I
have my
just
own. You have your
don't.
own.
Yeah, we don't want to go into.
we don't want to go into that.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just curious if you were if you had a political affiliation. I didn't want you to get into your
No, I'm not
emotional
that.
state. Of
First of all, I'm not that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, you could
So,
go away.
I found it very interesting. Like, I'm sitting there, I had a little toke, and I was sitting there with my little vodka tonic and just relaxing and watching. And I pop on. This was after I came home from the rage room, so I was real relaxed, right? So you'll hear next episode about my rage room next week. So all of a sudden, these two people are standing there. First of all, he's too old, okay? And she is.
He was
just-
very orange.
He's a very orange. He's very
yeah,
orange
he's
guy.
always been orange.
I
Yeah,
know,
but it
but
was
it's
It's
worse.
his thing, man.
very orange.
It's almost
And-
like jaundice.
Yeah, oh yeah. And she is, well, that'd be yellow. He'd be yellow if he had
Oh, what? He was.
He was just very orange.
He's orange.
So,
his
and
hair's
she has this really weird laugh. She's like, yeah,
man.
over nothing.
Knock it off.
The thing I don't like it, and people are, and I'm sitting there fighting with my sister, and I'm not even like, my sister's Trump. She's like Trump, roar,
Right.
she's one of those people, and I'm just like, but he's not answering. Neither one of them are really answering questions.
They're
It was
fighting.
a very
That's all they're doing is fighting with each other.
right, but it was a very direct question, and the question was, hey, why did you not take on the extra border patrol?
Right.
That was a direct question.
That was a direct
I think
question.
we saw that
We did.
part.
And he never said anything. He ended up talking about, from that point, he said, Ohio is eating dogs.
I heard that.
I heard that too.
So he went on to say this whole thing, and then the guy's
Oh.
like, "By the way, we have a report. There were no dogs eaten."
Yeah, yeah. So David Muir has to sit there and say, well, we called the mayor of Ohio, or wherever the
Yeah, he did.
And
He
says,
did say that.
There's no dogs been eaten. Nobody's talked about dogs. So I'm on the phone with my sister, and I'm like, did he just say dogs are getting eaten in Ohio? And she's like, it's true.
Oh God.
I said, hold on. I said, I go, find me the video. She goes, they took it down.
You didn't see the video.
No fucking video. So wait,
Yeah,
it gets
that was
better.
definitely like kind of.
It gets better. Now I'm just stunned. Like I can't even. We're these the pro Trump people again.
Right.
Whether you're Trump or Kamala,
I don't care.
I thought her name was Camellia. I don't
It's
know.
Kamala Harris, isn't
Kamala
it?
Harris.
Yeah, Kamala.
Yeah.
I thought there was an R in there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Kamala.
So
Kamala.
yeah, I thought it was like Kamala.
I think it's
Well,
Kamala.
we know who you're talking
anyway.
Right. So anyway, so then she proceeds to talk about the Capitol riot, right?
Right.
And she says these people got their tiki torches.
Yeah, she did say that.
Tiki fucking torches.
And I was
what does that
there.
even mean?
I was there.
Yeah, she goes, they came with their tiki torches. So I just picture these guys. Now we all saw that riot, whatever that
Right.
was, right? We saw them in their like Viking outfits and shit. I could just picture hold on, Bill, let me fill up my tiki torch.
We knew someone that the FBI what's the word
We
for
knew it? Oh, no, that thought he was there.
Yeah, they thought he was there and he wasn't.
We did. We did. But that was,
I thought he
again,
was there.
yeah, they came to his house.
He did.
You knew they came to his house.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Because he
can-
looked like someone in the video.
yeah, because he looked like someone in the video. I mean, or it could have been the fact that he tackled a child and he was on the radar.
I was going to say, but he had an alibi. He was tackling a child at
lot
the
of red
time.
flags. A lot of red flags leading to.
Hey, is that the guy who tackled the child at gym class?
Let's check him out.
Yeah. So they came to his house.
I
They came to
know.
his house,
I
but
heard.
he clearly wasn't there because he was
He
in
did
Florida.
not have any tiki torches anywhere in
Oh, I don't
property.
even see him with a tiki torch. He's a flamethrower type of guy.
Oh, yeah.
for
But
sure.
he has a flamethrower. Did you know that?
Shocker.
That's how he started. That's how he would start his bonfires with a flamethrower. And he let everybody play with. Oh, no joke. Oh, yeah.
I thought
This
it was
is-
a
this
machine
is-
gun or something.
Yeah, we've spoken about this gentleman before. This is our greatest friend up
Yeah,
in New York
good guy.
who came from New York to Chicago and then down here. And so I was just stunned that she actually used like tiki torch. Like I just pictured, okay, this is Frankenstein 1962, right? They bring the pitchfork and they bring, what would that be called like with the stick and the fire on it? A it
It's a
wouldn't be called
torch.
it would just be
Not
called
a tiki torch,
right?
just
I
like a
know
torch.
So it would just be a torch because I was
Right.
trying to remember like what word they use, and I'm like, I'm texting my sister, and I'm saying, well, she used tiki torch. She's full of lies. I said,
If you listen to it though, neither of them actually answers
one.
anything. They
Because
just
they're just trying to.
they
tear each
throw
other
in a
down.
lot of words
Yeah.
to make it sound like they might be answering, but they really don't.
They don't, and the key for me was like they were trying to convince us, the people that aren't registered. I'm not registered. You guys are registered, I'm assuming. I'm not even registered. I didn't register in
I
New
am
York.
registered.
I didn't register in New York. I didn't register in Chicago. I just feel like, and everybody says, well, then you don't have a fucking voice. But I do have a voice because let them sell me. Like,
Right,
bring
exactly,
me,
yeah.
bring me a young guy.
Right.
You know, bring me a John F. K-esque. And I'm not saying John F. K. And all the people out there are going to be like, oh, this fuck guy's a Democrat. Let's cancel him. I'm not a Democrat. I'm just saying, give me a young guy. I don't know how old JFK was. Maybe I'm being misled. But he seemed like he was in his 40s or 50s, right? I mean, he looked like he was young like that. I mean,
Yeah,
he was banging Marilyn Monroe, so he couldn't have been that
Right.
old, you know? So I'm just thinking to myself, these people are trying to sell us. And this guy is just, he's sitting there saying, she's lying, and that's the worst they've ever had. And you know, they're eating dogs in Ohio, and you know, the border patrol is out of control, and I'm gonna finish it all. And then she kept saying, every question she had, she kept saying, which was a little smarter in my opinion. She kept saying to the people, I'm gonna work for you. Like he was just beating her up, but she was.
But did they work for us? They were in office.
None of them do.
Yeah, I mean that's my point.
None of them do.
Did they? I mean, that's the point.
But so the craziest part to me was I'm not even fucking part of this game. I just found I'm stoned, so I'm hearing about people eating dogs and cats. I lost it. So then I end up having a fight with my sister about it. Like I'm like, and she's like, you don't know. He did everything. I said, what did he do? Like what? Okay,
Yeah.
why are you so like? Oh, this is the greatest economy in the world. And I said, look, money's cyclical, right? Money moves. So if you feel that way, for all the people out there that are pro-Trump or not Democratic, let's just say non-Democrats, right? I feel like whoever is making us money is good for it. But it doesn't mean that the person in the office is making us the money because the money's cyclical. It goes up and it goes down. It goes not even that, T. It's the fact that money goes up and down, right? So you could have a shitty economy 3 years ago and it's going to start to turn, but now that guy's gone and this guy's in. So it's not really him. It's just the money moving. It's just the way it is. Yes, I know there are certain factors that are present, but the president doesn't have any control. We're not a communist nation. We're not where one person is totalitarian and say this is the way it is, this is the way it be, because we have a Congress, right? Half these guys can't get anything passed, right? But every time they asked her question, she was like, I'm here for you. I love you guys. And she's like, I own a gun. And he's like, she don't own a gun. How the fuck? And then my sister tells me she's lying about her gun. I'm like, how the fuck do you know she doesn't have a gun? She's like, she lies about everything. I'm like, but he just said people are eating dogs and cats. Like, I mean, we're gonna play the field. Let's make it even, right? Because as many lies as she's probably telling, he's probably telling the same fucking lies. But his lies are funnier. Like he's just funnier. He's like that deadbeat, that deaf motherfucker, this guy. I mean, he talked about everybody as he always does.
Not true. Oh,
and he's like, and it's like just even their like their emotions. Like his bottom lip moves. Have you noticed that? Like you see every tooth in it, and there's like a little moat of water in there. Like nothing. Like I would think something would dribble out.
Like you Saturday night.
Like how you got a. Did you not notice that? Like I
wasn't looking for it.
Oh, it's just so weird because he's got his face bent forward, right? So his body's straight, but his head is tilted forward, and he just talks with his bottom lip.
He did have,
and
a
there's
weird
water
look.
in there. And then she has these ridiculously dangling earrings that have like a bell, a pearl, and a chandelier on it. And every time she's going, she's like looking at him and going, "Hey," with every tooth you can see every fucking tooth in her mouth. And every time she moves, her earrings are like slapping her in the nose practically. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on here? And then as I'm this, I'm saying, hey, MS, right? We'll call my sister MS. Oh, that's a terrible name, right? We're going with. All right, we'll call sis. We have a sis, the other sis. We're gonna have sis up here one day. The other sis.
are.
Call sister.
Sis, yes, sister.
Sister.
New York, sis.
New York sis. So I'm like, sis, what do we, how do you, hey? And it became a foot where we called each other. And she's like, you don't get it. And then my brother-in-law's in the back. He's living down there in paradise. He doesn't have any fucking clue. I'm like, well, you're in New York. So if it's that terrible, well, they're not busting them in. I'm like, are they really taking over the fucking, are you like, is New York being, are you guys becoming your own state? Move. As I said, bud, you're retired. I said, and then my sister is the best. She's like, this fucking government, I said, you're a librarian. You work for the government. No, I don't. What? You don't work for the government? I said, you do work for. I work for the state. I'm like, I'm pretty sure the libraries are the Fed. No, it's the state. So I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know which one. But I was appalled that she's so mad.
Maybe she works at the Library of Congress. That's government.
That's government. But she's working in little.
Might
old
be
me.
a state government. I don't know.
And she's like the best librarian in the world. She's that type of girl. She's just like, you want to talk about raw New York. She's just like, they'll come in. Can I get a passport? What the fuck you need a passport for? Where are you going? You're on the fucking list. You're on the list.
Outta here.
Yeah, that's it. And you've met her. That's exactly. So now I got my sister yelling at me, right? Oh, she's all lies. And I'm like, does he tell the truth? Is he really? To you, is he telling the truth about anything? And she's like, yeah, he always tells the truth. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And I'm telling you, in the background, my brother-in-law is stomping around with everything he's got at the top of his lungs, yelling at me. And I'm like, just put him on. I'm like, just let me talk to him. That motherfucker's down there in Florida. He don't know. This is what he tells me. Gas was $1, under $2, but 3 years ago in Florida. I said, I've been here 5. It was never under $2.
Not 3 years ago.
No.
Not 3 years ago.
He's like,
there was a time, but not 3 years ago.
when you were 12.
Yeah, everyone. Lower gas.
Right? So he's like, hit motherfucker. And then both of them are coming at me.
But isn't everything more expensive in New York anyway?
True. It is.
Like their
why
taxes are
everybody's
really
moving down.
high.
100%. But they're trying to claim that, this whole
because
fire that he had with me was the fact that I'm being blind because for some reason he thinks I'm not on the belief that people are getting eaten in Ohio. Like that should be a real fucking thing, right?
We live with Florida,
dogs.
man.
We do live with
We believe
Florida.
anything.
We do believe in anything. So like he is stomping and then he's like, it was $1 a gallon down there, but 3, and then the both of them are like, don't try and tell us it wasn't like that. We drove down there 3 years ago. I said, you're here twice a fucking year. I said, you haven't seen $1 gas since I'm 16
But
years
you gotta
old.
tand tell us about it because we live here.
That's actually you're
I'll
born.
know.
I was like, she's like, you can look it up, and he's in the background. This motherfucker, he don't know. And she's like, well, who would you vote for? And I said, that's not fair. She's like, you have to vote for one. I said, how old is each one of them? I just need to know how old. I know he's 80. He's like a 79 or 80. And how old is she? She's got to be in her 50s. I'm like, I would take youth. I would just take the youth, Just like youth is like, how do you not want youth? We already have an 80-year-old guy in there. How's he working out?
But politics are people's own opinion.
Understood.
That's why I never talk about
And it
politics,
just-
religion,
Yeah,
any
well,
of that
let's
stuff.
not get in it. Like religion. One day we'll talk about religion. It's just a
Because
business.
it's everyone's personal opinion. You can't make someone like you and your sister. They have theirs. You have yours.
I didn't have any. I was just shocked.
That's why I never talk about it.
Yeah, I love talk. I love.
I don't like
Rob.
getting all worked up.
Oh, she got so worked up, and then she's like, "I'm done. I'm leaving you." I'm like, "But I love you."
I've been across people that get so crazy, and they're like,
Everybody down here.
Yeah. And then finally I go, well, tell me a little bit about the guy you're voting for. Well, he's good, but they have no background on what. I mean,
it's just an
don't just vote to vote. I mean, you got to know what you're voting for.
Right, and they have some valid points about I guess because there are times that when he was in office that we had a decent economy, right?
Yeah, we did.
But at the end of the day, I said to him, well, if that's your theory, then you should have loved Clinton because the Clinton era, I made a ton of dough.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my world, right? I was saying, if that's the case, when you look at it during the Clinton era, but again, where was it? Now, I said, well, did you like Clinton? I hated Clinton. Oh, I hate Clinton now. We made money. Your whole point is that you made money during that time. So I said, you're just anti-Democrat, right? And I said, look, I had no problem. I loved Reagan. I think that's our lifetime. I thought he was one of the coolest presidents. You're probably a little too young for him.
No, I was too young, but I was around.
He was like one of the coolest presidents. He was up there and he was all presidential. And
He was an actor.
He was an actor, and he was like he got shot. He survived. Remember with Hinckley? He shot. It was
James
Hinckley
Brady,
shot.
wasn't it?
Yeah, Brady got hit.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't get hit. Yeah. Oh, and then yesterday thing, I got my ear shot. If I was him, I'd have walked out with a bandage on my ear. When you put a bandage on you, and it would have said like F.
Was there a
Kamala.
hole in it like Michael Tyson?
Nothing. You couldn't even see anything. It
Oh,
wasn't even
it was a scratch.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Well, I have an
Oh, it was
idea for the
close.
next debate. We'll play the debate drinking game, and we'll pick a word that they.
Oh yeah, they
and
were
we'll
doing that.
just do that.
Yeah, they were doing that because both the moderators were very good. I thought the moderators were good. They were just asking the
they've had
questions.
some bad ones, but before.
But how you bad? But you
It
have
wasn't even a debate before. You know, Biden just stood up there and was looking at the sky.
because he's fucking
Well, I-
ridiculous.
yeah, I
he's a
get it.
Riri.
I get it.
Riri.
This is
No.
more. This is more of a
Senile,
debate. This was
maybe.
more of a back and forth.
Cena.
I
That
thought it
was not
actually. It was more back and forth for sure.
I love the fact that they shut their mics off. Like when they were done listening,
They
the
did.
mic went up. I could do that to Stacks every once in a while. Do we play a game? And
Two
see-
clicks down, D's.
click the thing. Click it.
One more click and you're out.
CC. I play a game with CC for years, which you guys probably don't even know. So the game I play with her is
Hide the
like,
salami?
yeah, no, I try. You know, we donkey chase. But I play a game with her where every time, I open her car door, my mom raised a proper gentleman. So I always open her car door and get her in. But I always ask her questions and stuff because I want her to start answering, and I shut the door on her.
That's just awful.
It's so funny. So she, every once in a while I get her, and she'll be like, but I don't know. And you don't hear anything. She's like, I hate when you do that to me. So that's what I would do if we had this. Like every once in a while, you'd be in mid conversation, be like, I believe, and I'll say, yeah.
Click.
Too bad. See, but you control that.
I'm so glad I don't have a mute button.
I know. Well, he has he controls.
I do.
The D's controls.
I do
the mute.
voices and all that stuff.
That's so funny.
I can.
We're good.
You can do voices.
Yeah.
Oh, on that thing?
Yeah.
Nah, we don't want. Yeah,
No,
again.
we
oh,
don't.
yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. What kind of voices? No, don't start pushing
don't.
buttons. No. Just tell us. Explain.
I know. I'll do it one time.
Like Family Guy voices? Like Stewie and stuff? What kind of voices are we doing?
I don't know.
Like Homer Simpson?
We've gone so
There's a lot.
far off rails
Yeah,
yet
yeah.
Well,
again.
yeah. I mean, the thing
voices.
we're kind of a debate now. I'm interested in the voices.
Yeah.
What?
There's a
kind of-
monster voice on there. There's
So when I talk, it sounds like a monster.
Yeah, sounds like a monster.
No one wants that.
Yeah, I want that.
Well,
You
it's,
do?
It's really
No, we have to learn it though.
really
Because
We'll
all
do
of a
that
sudden,
for our
I'll learn it. I learn it. You push
also
a button.
we'll get. Yeah, I know, but you know what button? You don't know what
I know
buttons are.
exactly what button
We
is.
sat down there and we looked.
Because you want to click down and click up.
We were completely judged by that woman down there. Who was about 23 years old, and she looked at us and said, "You can't do the buttons." I was like, "No, she
looked
can't
at you and said that.
She's fantastic. You
She
didn't
was
say,
fantastic.
You didn't say 2 words. She was. I love her. You didn't say 2 words.
Well, I
You
was
didn't wanna go
feeling
get-
out the vibe because
What vibe?
I just feeling the vibe.
There's no vibe.
There was.
There was
I
a vibe.
don't know what vibe he's talking
I
about.
don't
All
either.
I was listening to this. I
weren't
listened.
you-
He jumps right in. I listened for a minute, and I just okay, all right.
I jumped right in because we're having a meeting.
I know. I was. I know.
It's gonna be a really short meeting if no one talks.
No, I listened because
Next-
she was explaining her side of some stuff, and he was explaining his side of stuff, and I was going okay.
Next
makes sense,
meeting,
makes sense.
I'm letting you start.
Oh, I could do that.
Let's see how long we sit
Ooh,
here.
my meetings are great.
No, you breathe in the mic. See, that's problem 1. So she looked at us and she's like, "You can't do the button." I'm like, "Well," and I was scared. I was like, "Well, he's got to do the button." And she's like, "Well, we can do all this. You can airdrop it." I said,
Right.
"I don't know how we can airdrop it because I couldn't. We tried to airdrop last week."
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we're not on this every single second of the day, and other podcasters come in as well, and they mix things around, and just like the mics, I mean, so
And we're
getting that
Android.
we're getting that under control.
But we're going to.
Yeah,
So we're gonna learn that. We're gonna sit down. You're gonna give us a little tutorial.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
tutorial.
Yeah, but we have to schedule it. So we're gonna do that meeting together, and,
I
and
think
I'm
we
gonna
all
let him
should.
start the meeting. See how
Okay,
long
that'd be
takes.
good.
Yeah.
Just say which button do I press?
All right.
I can
No, but you know what happens?
nail it.
You can press all the buttons.
I can do them all.
You know what happens with the D's? We all know what happens. Anybody that knows the D's, it's not. First of all, it's not a short story. Come on, let's be
not a
realistic.
what story?
It's not short. And if we leave it to you,
Big.
it will go from where the button is to how a button originated to what color the button
Absolutely.
was. Yes, that's too much.
It was a pink button.
Yeah.
And the sun was
how he
shining
is.
that day.
Yeah. Well,
But
when
don't you want to know?
Yeah, and he'd be like,
No.
he'd be like, all right, this and famous last words, right? What's he say? Not to cut it short. What's he say? Not a long. No, this isn't going to be a long story. What's that line you always use every time you're telling a story? You say, You say
Make a long story short.
Make a long story short, and it's so fucking long. It's always long. It's never not long. Every single time.
There's some long stories from AC as well.
Oh, I got tons of long stories,
so
but
do I.
you're always long. And that's gonna be fun when you go on that. We're gonna have this button, and you're gonna be like, well, this blue.
I'm gonna be busy that day.
Yeah.
Why?
I will not be at the meeting.
I'm
Well,
gonna make
you
your
don't-
voice the monster voice.
I work.
Or robot.
You're
full-time.
wearing that shirt is making me feel like you're a nurse. Like it looks
Do
like
I look like a nurse?
Oh, I'll tell you off the air. This one I got to tell you off the
Okay,
air.
tell us.
Yeah, it's a,
Well, I do want to say something kind of off topic. Getting very excited about hockey coming back.
30 days,
very
27
close.
We
days.
watched some stuff yesterday.
Yeah, man.
On your new
And I'm
TV?
very excited
There's
about hockey.
on your new
no,
TV.
we have like
Oh, yeah.
preseason at the end of the month.
Yeah, but have you? Oh, then what'd you watch?
We were watching the new TV thing, but we were watching NHL tonight or something. I don't know.
How's
But
that?
it's right around the corner, and I'm very excited. I know you guys are out there are very excited. So
Yeah,
be excited
go
with me.
Rangers.
Yeah, Lightning.
We're gonna be fighting. About
Who did
it.
you pick this week, by the way,
Oh,
in the
okay.
football
Yeah,
pool?
so we're in a football pool. All of us are in a football pool, and I gotta
Not all
tell
of
you,
us, because
Not all of us.
someone got eliminated.
Week
I
one.
went with a bad pick.
Deezer got
It
eliminated.
actually wasn't a bad pick though.
It was a terrible pick.
It wasn't a bad. Terrible
I
pick.
told you it was gonna be bad. I did tell you
No,
that.
because it was
I
a
did.
close game. Because at the it was one touchdown.
But I told you it was gonna be bad.
But it was a gamble.
Yeah, and so we're in a survivor pool. I
Did
know.
you
I'm
just
trying.
take a selfie?
No. I'm trying to get into my system so I can see the Yankee game because the Yankees are on. But listen, so that's neither here nor there. Listen, so what it was we're in a survivor pool. Let's tell a podcast line. So we're in a survivor pool, and everybody was talking.
This is
about
in the NFL.
NFL. So you pick one team a week. And when your team's out, you're out.
And you cannot repeat the team that you pick. So I can't pick Kansas every week.
You cannot pick the same. You cannot. What is going on here? You cannot pick. You cannot pick the same team as you just said. Right. So Stacks had a great pick. I was a little nervous, and I told you that.
I was a little nervous the first quarter.
They came.
Yeah,
they,
but
they
I
turned
picked
on
the
second period.
49ers, and they
turned on.
really did good.
they destroyed the Jets. You can
Yes.
say that. They destroyed
Aaron
the Jets.
Rodgers got pulled out.
Well, he didn't pull. He took himself out. It was fourth quarter, and it was like 10 minutes left, and they were down.
because
30.
they were down so far.
Yeah,
He had
they
no
didn't want
choice.
him. They didn't want to get him hurt. And Aaron Rodgers he's allowed to do that now. He can say, "Hey, I'm done." Right. So the big D's over here. He picks Cincinnati, and I said we were all we're all in the group
Cincinnati.
chat. And I said, I don't know, Cincinnati Patriots coming out. Patriots got another team with a chip on their shoulder. Right. I was really I took the Bears. Now everybody who knows me knows that I'm a Giants fan by heart.
Yeah.
But doing 26 years in Chicago, I like the Bears. I like the Bears just as much as I like the Giants. I'm not gonna lie, But it was such a nail biter. They were down by 17, which I should never won that game.
Well, I even said to CC, there's a lot of football left.
I know, but we were down by 17. And we should never won that game. And then you guys just got destroyed.
Yeah.
So and I was trying to explain. You guys were having a moment like nobody was answering me because I was telling you all that we could have done one more. But
No,
nobody
we
wanted to do
did, but
one.
we looked at the late game, and he didn't want to
I
do
was
it.
like,
Well, you had two games. You could have done Monday. You could have done San Francisco with you. But then you lost.
My,
You were out
my
both
other
of them.
pick was going to be the Saints versus the Panthers. I was going to pick.
That's what I
I
took.
was back and forth.
That's
with
what I
that.
took. So
But
this week, the calling is going to be Dallas. That's going to be the big one. Everybody's going to pick Dallas. But Dallas is playing.
I saw
Lawrence.
CC pick Dallas. I picked the Chargers.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pick the Chargers too.
Yeah.
I like the Chargers because the Chargers you get them out of the way. You want to get the shit teams out of the way.
I want to get the hard. Yeah, I just want.
I'm thinking you want to go really outside the box this week. Take the Washington Commanders.
I saw that, and first of all, I don't like the name Commanders. I like the Redskins, but whatever.
Yeah.
I did see that,
The
and
Giants are terrible.
I just
As long as Daniel Jones is the quarterback, they're not going to win. If you watch any sports clip, if you're watching anything about what's going on in the world right now, everybody is like, and it's been like this for 2 years because, again, I'm a Giant fan. They want Daniel Jones gone.
Right.
And he refuses to leave. They signed him a big contract. They refuse to let him go. So at the end of the day, I might take the Commanders. If you get Washington out of the
you
way.
have to pick now because there's a Thursday night game.
Yeah, you don't have to pick-
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah, you don't have to pick. You don't have to have it in by Thursday. I told you that.
Don't you have to have it in by the time the games start?
You do not. No. No, if you're not going to pick a Thursday game, you don't have to have it in Thursday.
Okay.
You have to. If you can take it all the way to Monday, but if you don't have it in by Monday, by the Monday night game, you're done. You're out.
Right.
I already picked, so
I think
I'm good.
I like I do like the Chargers pick. I just think that I think I'm gonna do Commanders because the Giants are just fucking terrible. Who would you have picked?
Well, if it were up to me, I'd probably go with San Fran.
Again?
If I had made
I
it through
did
that
it
round,
last week, so he would have.
Yeah. So you decided not to pay. You didn't want to play the CC and I did the same team. We both went.
I think I picked after him. I just blindly picked.
Yeah, go with it. She had no. My girl she doesn't know anything about it. She
Yeah.
doesn't know anything. And she
You
doesn't
just
watch
know there's
any
good
of it.
dips with football
you see that
season.
dip she's making this weekend?
Yeah.
I'm more.
So what we're trying to do this weekend is we're going to, because Max has a split screen over there. So we're going to talk to Max and see if we can get a couple of games on the split screen. And then we could all watch it because he can do 4 games. So if we do 4 games, whoever's got their game on, we just watch their game because we might have the Chargers, I'm telling you, it's going to be. But I love the new TV. I'm going to tell you one thing.
I like ours too. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you one thing before I end this thing is that I love the fact that I've been manifesting that it's in Chicago right now. It's like 50 degrees at night, 60 during the day. When my guy was up there at the Yankee Cub game, it was 73 degrees at night. That's gorgeous, beautiful.
Yeah. I can't wait for those out.
When does it happen? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen like my plumber doesn't do it. Nobody does nothing works. So every time I'm watching, I'm not watching regular like Orlando TV now. I'm just watching Chicago TV, and I'm like, oh, it's so nice. God, I'm all snuggled up in my little blanket. I got the little fan going. And I'm like, oh, it's gonna be maybe it's 70, 60 degrees outside. I walk outside. I'm like, it's not.
No, not here.
Oh my God, sweaty, disgusting.
Yeah.
It's just and you think the rain's gonna knock it down.
Oh my
it
God,
makes
the
it worse.
rain! I'm
Makes
so
it
tired of
worse.
the rain. I look like Simba 24/7, and
Seriously,
it's just too much.
it's too much.
It's just too much.
It's too much.
Are you laughing at me looking like Simba?
Kuna Matata.
He loves it. Look, he loves it. You got him all worked up. You said Simba, and you had that little Simba.
Simba.
Okay, so it's another fantastic episode.
Yes.
What would you like to say, Stax?
Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Appreciate it. And we're going to give him his first shot because last week, the D's was a little upset that I didn't let him say goodbye to
that's
everybody.
right.
So what do you got for us? Let's see what kind of tagline
I want to say leave a review and grab a brew. Beer me.
Oh, we're going with that, huh? Going with that.
Cheers.
And good. That's
yeah.
fun. Yeah, we'll have to discuss that.
I don't care.
We'll do that vote. We'll do that. Can he use this? Can he use the same line he did?
Love you.
You should at least say like
Rate us.
Yeah, right. Rate us.
Oh yeah, it's better. Rate us.
There you go. And with that, AC out.
This complete nonsense podcast is brought to you today and every day by AAO Optical and WDEC, Anglo-American Optical and What Do I Care Optical, 100-year-old manufacturers of high-end English eyewear, produced in the UK, distributed everywhere. Check us out for your eyewear needs. Anglo-American Optical, Ltd.com. If you can dream it, we can make it. 800-753-9727. Give them a call today. Also, Blue Savage Tea, BLUSAVAGET. It's an up-and-coming apparel company that specializes in custom designs of high-quality clothing and apparel. And if you can design it, you can imagine it, they can make it. Check out their Etsy shop, Blue Savage Tea. Again, that's BLUSAVAGET, all one word, on Etsy for great designs. Order today. Give them a call at 708-424-6119. We'd also like to thank our partners, Authentic Creations, who help produce, edit, and market this nonsense podcast. Check them out at AuthenticCreation.org. And we will not forget, last but not least, our partner of Workspace Collective in Daytona for allowing us to record in their luxurious space studio, dedicated desk, conference space, virtual office solutions, and casual meeting areas. The experienced team at Workspace Collective is here to ensure your business thrives. Give them a call at 877-490-0040. 040.